Over the last so many years, Charles Leclerc has got a few poles at his home track in Monaco. In 2024, 2023, no, not in 2023, in 2022 and 2021, but only in 2024 he managed to convert that to a win. And obviously in 2022, second pole position, Ferrari did their amazing strategy calls as normal.
Box now, box for hard. Stay out.
Which cost him the win. And then in 2021 in qualifying, on the last lap he crashed. And then Ferrari just didn't bother changing the gearbox. On the formation lap he just didn't get off, and then that was it, he retired, which gave Max a second win. I have the track grip set to 98% because 100% is a bit too fast. Because we're going to go to low battery and we're going to start the first lap. Braking at the green light on the left, flicking it into that curb. This is a default setup, so it's probably not going to be anywhere near. Braking after the floor markings, had to go a bit deep, braking up to the left, avoid the bump, braking on the left, there's a little yellow thing on the left, as you go into the mirror I think it is, braking at the green thing on the right again, for the hairpin, and you can get that curve, braking, holding the brake so you don't understeer, and a bit of oversteer as we exit Portier is it, and flying through the tunnel section, braking just after the 100 metre board, and as close to that barrier as you can, floor in the throttle, braking just after the 50, and sending it through. All of it. That is actually where Charles Leclerc did crash in his final lap. No, that's not what you're supposed to do, and we're already behind the time. I think it's a 1 minute 10.5 and we are 5 seconds off. Right, second lap. There's a little bit less fuel, so that will help me a fair bit. Way more committed for the first time, that's already quarter of a second gain. Braking just after the bridge. I'm going to go deep this time, plug the inside. Careful on the negative camber on the inside of the casino square I think it is. Half a second up in the first sector already. A bit wide at the hairpin. Going to brake nice and early for the Nouvelle chicane, we're not early and late. Just after the 100 metre board, probably a more than 70 metre board, that was pretty good to be honest. It's already a second gained, second and I had 3 turns. Get deep at, I think that's, I can't remember, Rascat is that? A bit deep at the final corner, up to the line, 2.5 seconds gained. I think I'm only 2 seconds off that Monaco. So we're going to make the tyres a step softer, so it's going to have the red colours. Fuel, I'm going to half that to 15 litres. I'm going to put the MG up by 1. The recovery's fine to be honest. But maybe put the engine brake a bit up. Front wing, I'll put that up. And put the rear wing, I'll put the front wing up by 2 and then the rear wing up by 1. I'm going to leave all this because I don't know what any of that means. Probably go 53 brake bias. I know Monaco is very bumpy, so I'm going to leave the ride heights. I'll up the rear roll bar by 1. We should be a bit more competitive and a lot closer. We've got 2.1 seconds to find. So we'll go to balance. This should already give us just a lot more straight line speed. About even with the first turn and the last lap. Carrying way more speed through there. Just touch the ball a bit, and that's half a second gained already. Go a bit deep there. Making about the 75 metre board. I was really bored for it, but it's fine, got a guess. I've actually lost a bit of time as we go through two back. Is it board? Not great. I should probably use a bit more speed. Real close to the barrier there. Just lock up in ice class, I think it is. And we're going to touch that wall again. Probably going to lose all the time we gain, so I'm just going to go again. We gained 2 tenths, but we go again. Get loose in the throttle there. When there's a lot of time up here, we just carry a lot more speed on these tyres. Oh, turning way too early there. Had to like send it out. Tenths down when we was 4 tenths up on the last lap. I think most of the times at the last sector anyway, in the first. My middle sector was pretty committed. Seeing the little dashboard where you've gained a few tenths and now 10 up on the lap. Gained in the last sector there. That was a good first turn. Yeah, that's a 10th up. That was perfect. A little bit deep in that corner. Turning in too early again to the casino square. 2 tenths up there. Nice, that was good. There was no understeer there. And no wheel spin, big time there. Real close to the barrier there. Luckily didn't hit him. 7 tenths up. Ah, that move just threw me off. Oh, we still go deep. If we didn't hit the walls, that should bring a little bit of time back. 7 tenths. Last set of improvements, I'm going to put the tyre set to the C5s, the Hypersofts. Drop to the fuel to about 10 litres, because it's usually like a lap or 2 worth of fuel. I'm going to put the delivery to high. I put the mode to motor, which gives a lot of performance. I'm going to probably put the engine brake a bit to the max for where I just brake a bit too deep and I just end up going out wide. So the thing is, I kind of want to put a bit more front wing in, but I don't want to, because it feels good, but I will do it because it's Monaco and you do kind of need it. I'll match that with the real wing, get out my one. Safety pushes a last resort, so there's absolutely no time to gain. Good, that was a good first turn again. 10th up. Little ball hit, great. be a great section. Lost all the time in the game. You don't even need to brake for to that. That is not good. Wow, that is ridiculously quick. I mean, it was a decent lap, but it was not that much quicker. It's low framing wherever I go, it's horrible. This is already a lot better, way harder to turn the car. Yeah, this makes it already way more understeery, so I can't just absolutely fly through the corners like I was before. Yeah, already second and a half off basically is almost in the barriers. It's not great. Not great. No. Rushing the barriers there. I don't think I'm improved at all during this section. Keep just turning too early and then end up just smashing into the barriers. Again, 5 attempts actually have great improvement. The 10th improvement, so about 1.2 seconds off. Again, it's a horrible first turn, but I guess it's just more understeer now. But that is 3 tenths gained compared to our last lap. It's not 10, it's 10 to go. That's half a second gained. to oversteer through Portier, whatever it's called. Looking nice and neat there, using track limits a lot. Almost a second up. Very deep through Russia. Ah, that's most of our time gone. In half a second up, but we'll keep going. That was a great first turn. A bit of a wall tap, that's fine. That was... I was about to say that is great, but there was a wall there. I think that's it. 303, that's it.